Hey, construction Chuck here. Well, I was building me a house, but the bank that approved my loan, they went broke, and they never sent me my check. So I went to about 600 banks, and they all told me no, because I didn't have enough money to get a loan. But I don't much understand that, because if I had money, why would I need a loan? So sure enough, I lost my job, and I tried to go on unemployment for a while, but they told me that I already collected all my benefits. Well, I said it ain't so. Well, it is so, because as it happens, my coworker Juan, one day we was having some beers, and he asked me my social security number was. Well, I asked him why he wanted to know, and he told me because he wanted to know how close of a number it was to his. Well, I thought it was one of those games you play when you're drunk, so I told him. So come to find out that Juan used my social security number to collect on all my unemployment checks. Now, when I think back, I was wondering how it was that he had a social security number since he was an illegal alien. Well, excuse me, I'm supposed to call them undocumented immigrants, but I still call them illegals because they're breaking our laws, and I'll call them what I want. The political correct speech police, they come and arrest me anytime they want. At least one law enforcement agency will have some work that they can actually do. Well, where was I? Oh yeah, well the next thing that happened was that the government said that they would buy my old Ford truck from me. Well, provided I would trade it in for a new GM truck. Well, I had that truck since I was in high school, and I have many a fond memory in it, but I said, what the heck, it's my patriotic duty to help the economy. Plus, they was going to give me $4,500 for it. Heck, I searched on lemons.com, and there was a place that was only going to give me $200 for it. So I said to myself, it's true. There'd be a sucker born every day. Well, I got my truck the same day because they ain't making no sales, and so they like to give them away right now. They didn't find out or know I'd lost my job yet. So I went down and I bought all kinds of stuff for my truck and fitted it up with gas, and I bought my insurance, and I got me some mud flaps, and I got chrome, everything. I even got a shotgun rack on the back window. I done it all with my credit cards. I spent every penny I could on my credit cards and then some, because everyone knows that you have to listen to Kelly with a good sound system. So that about got rid of my depression till I got my next credit card bill. And the credit card company done jacked up my rate to 29% and had a $49 over the limit charge. And I had 6 different cards do me the same way. Boy, I tell you, I about got so mad. I went down to the bank and I closed my checking account and my savings too. And I told that bank manager that me and my $10.53 was going to get invested proper, because I was going to buy all their stocks up and become worth millions. I was going to own that bank. And then when I became their new CEO, the first thing I was going to do, I was going to fire him and his credit card companies. And yep, that's what I told him. And he was just standing there with his mouth wide open, letting the flies in without a dang word to say. Well, you know, sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself and tell it like it is. Well, the next thing I know, there was a tow truck out in front of my house, and they was looking for my truck. But lucky for me, I loaned it to Bubba to go get some more light beer. Bubba kind of weak, so he always says he needs to get light beer because regular beer is too heavy. Anywho, I told that tow man that my uncle had it and he could go get it from him if he wanted. And he asked me where my uncle lived, and I told him over there on Pennsylvania Avenue. And then he asked me what my uncle's name was, and I told him it was Sam. And he left just kind of scratching his head. I tell you, some people, they're about as dumb as a bucket of rocks. Well, I hope Bubba gets back soon, because see, I got this whole thing figured out. Since the government is the one that got me in this situation, I figure I could go down to the Social Security Department and get all bearded up and tell them I have a drinking problem. And as long as they don't ask what my drinking problem is, then it'll all be cool. Between you and me, my drinking problem is that beer ain't free. So then I can get paid not to work. And I also hear that there's a new health care program coming out maybe before summer, and I could get checked into a hospital. And even though the food ain't the best and the cable TV don't have ESPN2, but we all have to make some sacrifices and pull our own weight during these harder times. That way, I'll have 3 squares a day, a roof over my head, and validated parking for my truck. I can ride out this recession because as fast as the government works, the recession will be plumb dumb over real soon. I'll have my old job back, and the credit-powered people, they can't get water out of a rock. And my old friend Juan told me that I can make lots of money in California selling legalized pot. Well, if things don't work quite out as I planned, I do have one ace in the hole. I heard of this company called Ziabagus.net, and it has a recommendation list, and so I put my cashback refund from GM in it. And Ziabagus has made over 200% on my money this year already. I just dumped a bunch more in force protection, symbol FRPT, because they're making real good money. Their stock fell sharply because they ain't as smart as me. They don't know how to work the system real well, and they lost a big government contract. But it's okay because they got some other contracts lately, and they've got lots of cash, and they still are making money. So that stock is going to shoot through the roof any day now. Well, until next time, this is Construction Chuck saying, trade your stocks, not your values. Good trade.